stop, I said. Not intensifying, but rather increasing in frequency. Like, and I'm freaking out. Like, okay, what is this? Like third, fourth phase? Like, what is this, right? And I keep forgetting about this damn subchorionic hematoma. That I keep forgetting about that. And so now I'm thinking maybe it was that. Oh gosh. I have a whole lot to say, but also nothing at all. Like, I don't know what to say.
I'm Erica, also known as E.MoniQue, and this is my real life. Hang out with me as I side-eye the ups and stumble through the downs. Watch as I turn my tiny piece of the Arizona desert into a tropical oasis. Fight to beat infertility, and figure out where I fit as an artist in this crazy creative world. All while awkwardly discovering my authentic self. I'll be talking out loud about the things I wish someone would have said a while ago, and sorting through what I wish I didn't know. Who knows? Maybe you can relate, as I often ask myself.
All right. It's taken me all morning, but I have been stuck in the house for the past 2 days. What is it, Saturday? 3 days, 2.5 days in agony. And I'm hoping that it's over for the most part. I'm still a little bit sore, but I'm feeling much better than I did yesterday, and especially the day before. Anyways, I'm going stir crazy in here. Usually I love to like stay in my apartment, but on my own volition. I don't like to be stuck in here because I'm sick or hurt or whatever. So I'm gonna go get some sun. It's supposed to be a beautiful day today. I'm gonna get some sun. I'm gonna get some fresh air. I'm gonna walk a little bit, not too much. I'm not gonna push it because I don't really have that much energy, but we're gonna go do something that is gonna bring me joy, and I will show you what that is in a minute, but I'm gonna go before it's too late. So that's what's happening. All right, let's go.
I didn't journal after the loss like I probably should have. I didn't even really record consistently afterwards and during. And I say during because I guess the process of the loss of my pregnancy lasted for weeks. And so anyways, I didn't really record in any way very much, but what I can say is that I had a difficult time kind of just being me, being in my skin, and it's kind of hard to explain, but my anxiety went down a little bit, it decreased, and my depression naturally went up just a little bit, even despite like my mindset and feelings and prep work, I guess you can say, that I did. I was sad as hell, but aside from that, I kind of experienced some other really weird side effects, like just being afraid of things that I've never been afraid of before, and I can get into that in some of the other videos, but so kind of having these subconscious fears come up to the surface and kind of rule sort of like my dailies, not in an extreme way, but just in a way that I noticed. Usually I turn circles around my apartment just because I'm excited to get all the things in my head done. That's standard for me on the weekends, but I don't know, since I kind of like doubled those turning of circles in my apartment and not really getting anywhere, I would think about all the things that I wanted to do or had to do and literally stare into space or stare at that plant or walk around until I devised a plan of not completing the task. No, so that's kind of where my head is at in this weekend, if you will. You see, I've got all my fruits and vegetables there. They've been sitting there for a couple days now, and I just don't have the motivation to do anything with it, even though I need them in my body at this time. I just start with what I can do, and that's making my tea, listening to church, taking my vitamins, and then going from there, taking it easy. I gave myself the most amount of grace that I possibly could. I allowed myself to feel all the feels. I gave myself a break in the moments where all I wanted to do was lounge around or watch TV or sit in the sun or do absolutely nothing, or whatever it was that I wanted to do or felt that I needed to do. I allowed myself. And so yeah, the oddness that you might catch in this particular set of videos is obviously due to my experience with the miscarriage. One of the things that was a real struggle for me during this time is taking care of myself, and I know I reference that or I say that a lot in my videos, and it's just something that I really struggle with. When I'm down or tired or sick, I just kind of stop everything and like I just don't take care of myself. I will kind of take a break in taking vitamins. I will take a break or stop totally cooking. Sometimes if I really am not feeling it mentally, I've lost my appetite or whatever, I even stop eating. And I always say I realize that is not good, but when I'm in the throes of just like, you know, needing to pick myself back up, I have that moment. And usually I'm not there very long, but that's just one of the things that I go through. So, and then especially being, you know, on my own, I sometimes wish that I just had somebody else there to take care of me, to just, you know, make sure that I ate something, make sure that I like stayed hydrated, make sure that I'm encouraged to take my vitamins still, or just do, you know, it's hard to do simple things when you're just like depressed or just not feeling it. And so, you know, that's where your support team comes in. I have people that support me, but you know, if you know me by now, you know that I struggle with letting outsiders in to do very small, specific things, because in my mind, it's like, okay, if I need somebody to come all the way over to cook for me or do this for me or do that for me, then I can get myself up and do it. So I use that as an excuse, and then I don't do it for myself. So just saying, if you have a support team that wants to be there for you and they're just like itching for something to do or contribute, let them take care of you. Tell them what you need in that moment, even if it sounds absolutely silly for you. Just in case any of you thought that I was collecting plants just for giggles, I really, really, truly do enjoy plants, especially mine. I love my babies. They are my kids. I am a plant mom through and through. I go crazy over them. I don't want anybody touching them. When I move, I don't want anybody moving them. I will move them all myself. They can touch everything else. I love my plants, and I'm so proud of them, and I love looking at each and every single one of them every single day. I long for the weekends where I can just leisurely wake myself up, do my morning relaxation routine, open the blinds to let the sun in, and just admire all of my plants. I love them. And they truly helped me to just feel better and feel grateful and be surrounded by life and be proof of the hard work that I've put into, sustaining them. So I'm grateful that I had this one thing to kind of help me get through it and to kind of marvel at. Even despite how much I did not feel like doing my plant chores. As you could see, I kind of stared at some of them that really, really needed help, and it was just like, oh, I cannot today. But I push myself to do some things just because I want to keep them alive. It is that time of year, at least here in Arizona, where even though we're still having weather, especially like this kind of out of the ordinary weather that we're having with all of this rain and stuff coming from the west. It's pretty much springtime for us. The sun is changing already. It's getting warmer, it's getting brighter, and my plants have woken up. But it's not just the plants that wake up, it's the dormant pests that made it through the season also that start to wake up. And I really, really try my best to nip that in the bud before it gets out of control. Because first things first, I hate gnats. I hate fungus gnats. And so I really try to stay on top of that, because the last thing that I can deal with is an apartment full of gnats. Or even an apartment with a handful of them. I can't. It drives me nuts. And so I've been doing pretty good season to season thus far with keeping the gnats down. But I am struggling with spider mites and mealybugs. I'll get into that a little bit later. But so here I am. I'm noticing a few of my plants are having a spider mite problem. And so I am scrubbing down the leaves of my favorite babies just to make sure that they are good to go, inspecting. And what I did was I just filled my mop bucket with like a literal drop of dish soap, hot water, I think a little bit of vinegar, and I let that bucket sit for several minutes to cool down. I did not put scorching hot water or even warm water on my plant leaves. I just used hot water and then just let it cool off. Because in my mind it did something, but just a little drop of soap. And then one of my like dusting rags or like cleaning rags to wipe down the leaves, the tops and the undersides and the stems. Can you guys believe how big Big Boy is? I mean, it just blows my mind. It blows my mind. When I got this plant, it was so small and unsuspecting, and I feel like I can almost guarantee if I took this plant back to the nursery where I got it from and showed them that, hey, this is where it started and this is how it's going, they would be amazed. They would be amazed. I don't know how I did it, but Big Boy is so huge and growing. Like I said, he's one of the main plants that woke up after a few weeks and is putting out a new leaf already. He needs new shoes. He's like super spread out to the point where like there's nowhere else I can put him. Literally nowhere else in my apartment that I can put him if he gets any bigger and spreads out anymore. Like I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. But I also don't want to like stunt the growth. I want him to grow as much as he wants to grow. But I'm just so in awe of like this. And probably in another video, I'm going to post a before and after picture and video of what I mean. And you're going to be amazed. Not just a Big Boy, but even a Falcon, Gaia. There's so many plants that I've had for so long that almost bit it, that somehow I was able to turn around and they are thriving and living their best lives. So I'm going to have to do a video of the before and afters of some of these babies.
Okay. It is Sunday? Yes, Sunday. And I'm doing a bit of Planty Chores, as you have seen. And just kind of vibing out to some Cleo Soul, wiping down some of my plant leaves that have needed some attention, some dusting. They all do, to be honest, but I only have the energy for a couple at a time, which was Big Boy. I don't know what his problem is. I know I keep saying this, but it's more of an annoying problem versus like a dangerous problem. Whatever the pest is that he has, I read that for philodendrons, there's a specific type of pest that just irritates them, and then like when they're irritated or like when they've been damaged, like leaf damage, then there's like this sticky sap that comes out of the leaves. I read that, and I also read that the pest itself, what? Okay. I also read that the pest itself leaves a sticky sap, but to be honest, I have not, whatever this pest is, it's microscopic, like even smaller than spider mites, because I have not seen, thank God, I have not seen any pest. It's just these like sticky droplets. And they're mostly under the leaves, like super sticky. It's gross. They're mostly under the leaves, but from time to time they do appear on top of the leaves and on the stem itself, and that was starting to happen. So I was like, you need to be cleaned up. Plus right now it's like a warmer week coming up, warmer being like high 60s, low 70s, with no rain or anything weird like that, no clouds. So it's going to be warmer and it's going to be sunny. So I wanted him to have clean leaves so that he could take advantage of that like good God's light. So I cleaned him up, and I also cleaned up my biggest Ficus lyrata. No, that falcon is a Ficus lyrata. Ficus rubber plant, the rubber tree. I have two of them, and the biggest one, it's been looking pitiful for the last several months, and so I wanted to dust the leaves off really good. This isn't a dusting, it's a cleaning, you saw. And the solution I used was just like a little bit of vinegar, white vinegar, and a literal drop of dish soap, and then like like hot water in the bucket, and then I let it sit for several minutes, and so it cooled off some. So it was like warm solution to get this off, because here in Arizona we have really hard water, and we have really hard dust mixed with like whatever pest damage and stickiness. It's really hard to clean the leaves. Like even after like even though my rubber tree looks so much better and it's shiny and like dark green, up close you'll still be able to see like residual water spots that are just like not gonna come off. And I don't want to like use my nail to scrub the leaves too hard, because I don't want to cause damage. So the water here in Arizona is really hard. I have considered over like a long course of time like switching to like bottled water to water them and clean them, but that's a lot of water and a lot of money that I'm not willing to sacrifice. And I also have to lug that stuff up here. So like super side note, I am also in my next phase of cracking down on plastics, and that means bottled water.
I usually get my bottled water for me, for drinking and cooking, from Costco, and I really do like that water. However, plastics, you know, consuming the microplastics in the water and also like disposing of those plastics, it's just too much. I don't want to pay for a water service which brings those big ass jugs in here, because I don't want a machine. Like, I just don't want that whole thing. Gross. I don't really like water machines, period. That includes a humidifier. Although I need one and I want one, I will not buy another one, because you have to like keep it clean, and because even water gets like bacteria and disgusting, and it's just gross, and I don't want to deal with that, and I don't want to deal with that in my drinking container. So I boil all of this down to say that I'm going to probably get a filter. I don't know which exactly, but I'm probably going to get a big ass pitcher of some kind with a filter in it, and try this water here and see how clean I can get it eventually, right? I don't know. So when I do that, for me, it will be for the plants also. So anyways, I just wanted to come on here, say a little something. I am still like physically struggling with my situation, and because this is like more like of a planty chore video, like I'm not gonna like cross mix subjects and topics, but I'm still dealing with my other situation. I'm not feeling the best all of a sudden. I was fine this morning, felt great this morning. It's about 12:30 now, and I'm like in pain and kind of like not feeling it. So I'm glad I'm pretty much towards the end of like whatever little chores that I wanted to do, because I need to have some lunch and then like lay down. But anyways, again, squirrel, I wanted to share what I got from the plant nursery, which is like one of my favorite places to go. I had a moment where I was feeling okay, and I wanted to go to the nursery. I hadn't purchased a plant in a long time, even though like new plants are trickling in here and there. It's not because I'm buying them, it's because like people are giving them to me as gifts, and I love that. I just sat here and like looked at my collection, and I was like, wow, I have like almost 50. It's probably 50, because I still don't have every single plant that's in a pot categorized into my plant app. But the ones that I do, I looked yesterday and I have 48, but I have more than 48. So let's just call it 50. I looked at like my collection, and I was just like, wow, I have so many beautiful plants, and they're all different. Like, I hadn't really noticed that, but it's a subconscious thing that I'm sure I do, is that I'm not gonna buy multiples of the same plant. Like, I like to collect new stuff, new exotic things. The only thing that I have a duplicate of is the Swiss cheese vine, which is the Monstera adansonii, because one I bought and have been barely keeping it alive for a while, and then another was gifted, and then I have a duplicate of my pothos, because I just took cuttings from it and made like another little something, and then I have two pothos. One of them I'm like purposely letting it die and dry out, because like I haven't really enjoyed it for a really, really long time, and it's like totally infested with mealybugs, and I know that's gross, and like why would you just let a plant infest and like stay? I'm letting it dry out, and I'm waiting for like another burst of energy, because I need to like unrig it
it's like rigged up to my ceiling and it's in a giant pot, and I need to be able to like cut it down, put it in a bag, put that bag in a box, and like be ready to lug it out of here, and I'm not there yet. So I got to get rid of that. Another duplicate that I have is the Monstera Deliciosa. One I bought, and that's Monty, that's the big guy here in the window. And then I have wow, I just drew a blank. I have another one in my bedroom who is kind of like my problem child. It's a younger, smaller one, but it's like growing pretty fast. And it has a mealybug problem also. Smaller problem, but it's just annoying. And so that's in my bedroom. And then I have the rubber plants, 2 of them. I've got my big one, and I've got one back there, which was on my island, and I'm just kind of like playing around with like my space right now. I really want to, like I may have mentioned this before in another video, like I really want to make my space more intentional and like thought out as far as like design and how I place things. So I'm waiting on a piece of furniture to arrive. I don't know, it's either tomorrow or the next day. And then there's 2 other pieces of furniture that I'm going to put in here. That's going to be a little down the line. But I'm at a point where I want to, like, I'm ready to design with my plants and like strategically place. And so of course this is still going to remain like the focal point, like the stage as I call it. But I want to, like, I don't like those plant collections that are just like cluttered and it's just like a bunch of plants. Like I want it to look very nice and strategically placed, and you can see what all is here, and there's like gaps and openings and things. So I'm working on that, but in order for me to like move the plants that are in the window, I have to be careful not to take the plants that have done exceptionally well in the window and that need a lot of light, which is kind of like confusing because all the plants, even the ones that are more suitable for dark corners or dark areas because they're like bottom of the forest trees or whatever you call it, they're just used to like less light, are blowing up in this window. Like my app says, warning, 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 this plant is too close to the window, too close to the light, but yet it's thriving. So I'm a little bit nervous about changing that environment, but I am looking to move those plants who should be more suited for like darker areas. Like I'm looking to move those across the room or in other places so that it frees up my window. But like that's gradually, because I need to like figure out where I'm gonna put those plants. And so I'm playing around with this area here. I don't know. I really don't have a lot of space. That's why like I crammed everything here. But I'm tired of the crammed look basically. Squirrel, 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 squirrel. I say all that to say, I went to the nursery yesterday and I walked around and I just was in my happy place for, I don't know, I was probably there about 30 minutes, if that. Just walked around and looked at everything new that they had. They had a couple sales, so I took advantage of one of those sales. Here in Arizona, even though it's still January, we're gearing up for spring. So I know that we're gonna get some really cool new stuff here soon, and I'm excited. And there were a few other plants that I wanted to get yesterday, but it's like, like this is enough to start, like, relax, because again, where am I gonna put all this shit? But I just wanted to show you my 2 newest plants for 2024. I got 2 of them. This baby, which I'm so excited about already, like I already love him. This is a philodendron ring of fire, and the leaves are so cool and like big and healthy. We've got a new baby coming up. I'm excited for you. This is in a 4-inch nursery pot, and yeah, I'm really excited. The philodendron is going to go in the window in the spot that Big Boy used to be, because Big Boy, as soon as he moved here in to this apartment and sat in the window, he exploded to what we see now. This is Big Boy. And Big Boy also is a philodendron. Philodendron, I call it a lemon lime, but it's not. I think it's a moonlight. What is Big Boy? Big Boy is yeah, it's a moonlight. Philodendron moonlight, and he loved this window. Loved it. So because they're both philodendrons of the same, they're kind of like, well, I'm not going to say they're in the same family, but it's a philodendron. That's a philodendron. The stalks, the leaves and everything, they're like pretty much the same. So I want to create the same environment for this ring of fire that I've named Phoenix, that I did for Big Boy, because I want this one to explode too, because why not have 2 monster kids in my apartment space? Like, I really want my apartment jungle, and I have it, but like, let's get crazy. Like, it's fine. I'll figure it out. Let's just get nuts. So this is Phoenix, philodendron ring of fire, and it does get red and it does get pink. There is some red on this leaf. This whole plant needs to be cleaned, because this, again, is straight out of the nursery. It's got water spots, but there are traces of like red in the leaves, and it can get really bright red. So anyways, that is that. I'm gonna put him back. Yeah, I'm so excited. And then my other baby that I got is this one here. This is an alocasia, which I had second thoughts about my purchase when I got it home. Because I thought, like, okay, alocasias are very different from philodendrons. Philodendrons are really easy to take care of. Alocasias, high maintenance, fancy little bitches. High maintenance. I don't want to talk too bad about them because I just got this one and I want it to hang around. This is an alocasia Mickey Mouse. Sounds weird, right? This is an alocasia Mickey Mouse. And the scientific name for it is albo marginata. Alocasia albo marginata. I don't know why it's called Mickey Mouse. Maybe because of the ears or like the shape of the leaf. I don't know. Yeah, it's got to be that. The shape of the leaf has like ears or whatever. But it's really pretty. This one has like really awesome army like variegation, and they're all different colors. There's white, there's a light green, there's dark greens. This leaf has yellow. So pretty. This is the newest leaf, so I wonder if the yellow will turn or how it works. That's the big one. But alocasia are really finicky because they are super tropical plants. They like high humidity. They like to stay moist. They don't like to be wet. They like to be just the perfect amount of watered and moist and humid. And so the other alocasias that I have already are this one, this little baby one, which I'm proud that it still has leaves, let alone 4. This new leaf right here just unfurled yesterday, and before, anytime that it put out a new leaf, it would kill one off. So it wouldn't have any more than 3 leaves. So I'm proud that a 4th leaf managed to unfurl and didn't have to kill anything off. So I don't know what that's about, but the plant community says that when an alocasia does that, kills one off to put one up, it's because it needs nutrients like fertilizer, food, and or it needs more humidity. So I don't know. I haven't done anything different except make sure to keep it watered. Yeah, keep it moist. So this is an alocasia. I really like this one because it looks like dragon scales. This is an alocasia silver dragon. Yeah, alocasia silver dragon. And it is in a small pot too, but I kind of lost my train of thought. But yeah, that is what, do I have a name for this one? I don't have a name for this one. But my newest alocasia, the Albo marginata, aka Mickey Mouse, I simply named Mickey. That's cute, right? I need to clean the leaves because I see spots here. Alocasias are notorious for spider mites. There's no way around it, so welcome to the family because everybody has a something right now. But I do need to clean the leaves because I want to start off as best as possible. So that's Mickey. That other one is my old alocasia, but it's still a baby. And then this is my oldest alocasia who's struggling. This, oh my God. Fucking emergency. Oh my God, it's infested. Shit. I'm looking under the leaves and on top of the leaves, and it is infested. I've got to get this out of here right fucking now. Right now. Like, it has to go straight to the shower. Shit. I'm gonna lose. Oh my God. Well, that was incredibly annoying. Now I'm worried about what else it touched. I don't see anything on here. Ugh. Everybody's gonna have to get treated though, because I put all the alocasias kind of together. They weren't touching, but they were together. And I don't know if that one is gonna make it because it was so infested. I don't know how I could have missed that. Because I've been looking at it every single day because of these droopy leaves that you saw. The droopy leaves mean root rot. So I was getting ready to actually go into surgery with that one and cut off the leaves, the droopy leaves, and then open up the pot and break up the soil and take up all the rotted roots. I don't know. We'll see. Right now I just soaked it in neem oil which I need to close the door because I hate the smell of neem oil. It's so strong. Anyways, I have this pot here because alocasias need humidity. That's what I just said, right? And I'm trying to figure out how to increase the humidity in here without buying a humidifier. And so there's all kind of crap all over the internet that says, oh, put a bunch of like bowls of water, glasses of water around and it will like naturally evaporate, blah, blah, blah. You know, cook more, leave the door open when you shower, all that stuff. I also have not used the heater once this season yet, and I probably won't have to. So I know that the heater dries out air really quickly. I turned my AC off probably 2 weeks ago. Like it still has to run. Like it's off, but it still has, the fan still has to run or whatever. But I've turned the machine off, so hopefully that has helped my plants with like the humidity that's already in here. I'm keeping the door closed, I think, even though it's pretty, what's the humidity outside today? I think it was pretty high. I don't know if it's more humid in here or outside. So I'm a little bit leery of opening the door, even though I want to. So today's high is going to be 63. Right now it's 61. Feels so good in here in this window. The humidity is 24% outside. I'm definitely not opening the door. Definitely not. So, and I don't have one of those meter things. I should get one, but anyway, I say all that to say that I boiled a pot of water and set it over here next to the plants to just like let the steam kind of hit them. I don't know if it did anything or not, but didn't hurt. Definitely didn't hurt. So I'm going to put this up. I'm going to clean all this other stuff up. I took a few leaves off of Big Boy.
I'm not entirely certain what I got accomplished today. I don't know if that was a goal of mine to get anything accomplished, but I did a whole lot of nothing. Oh, I need to take care of this. This is what I need to do. That's why it's sitting out. But as you can see, I'm not doing it. My counter is crusty because I just made a peach tart and I did not clean up after myself. Peach tart was good, by the way. It was good. Yum. This is the culprit, the alocasia with the big freaking problem, and you still can't see like the top leaf, so yeah, there. It's hot in here too. That's why I'm like cranky, because it was hot outside today and it's hot in here. I don't have the air on, and I don't know if I'm going to open the window or if I'm going to turn the air on. I'm probably going to open the door. It's gonna cool off, it's just gonna take forever to cool off. Anyways, should I do that now? I'll do that in a minute. This is my alocasia that I was trying to show earlier and realized that it had a major spider mite situation. Like the worst spider mite situation that I've seen thus far. Even worse than my palm. I've never seen red spider mites. I've never seen red spider mites before. And it was like taking over my big leaf. My big leaf is the leaf that is keeping all of the little smaller leaves, the pups, together. This plant is already hanging on by a thread. So, like, get your ass in there because you're not still not entirely clean. I doused it with neem oil in the shower and let it dry for like hours. That's where it's been this entire time. Let it sit there for hours, and then I just went in there and turned the shower on. I want to put bleach in this. There and turn the shower on to like rinse everything off, rinse the leaves off. Bleach. Now I need to take this rag and wipe off the leaves thoroughly and the stems, and I may as well go ahead and chop off the drooping leaves and chop the soil all off and clean it, and this, I have to. The big leaf, it was mostly under. And it's the like crevices and cracks in the leaves that spider mites nest and feed off of and just run amok. They're like silent, slow, blood-sucking killers that you don't notice until your plant is like on its last breath. So I'm glad that I was showing you my small alocasia collection. Otherwise, I would have one less alocasia and I would be pissed. Like under here, you really have to like keep clean because that's where they start. That's where they start. That's where they like nest and build colonies and all that disgusting shit. Okay, next leaf. I'm pretty sure every single leaf had spider mites, especially the two biggest leaves. I know for sure. But I want to give the baby leaves a chance too to live. I mean, just foul. Pests are a violation of peace. Like, who invited you in my home? This is why I want to get rid of soil. And I really want to go full throttle on like purified air. I don't know how I'm going to accomplish that because I feel like I have to change my air filter every month because it's just so dirty and I don't know why, but I feel like I have to change my air filter every month. And like I'm going to start running both of my air purifiers a lot more often, at least daily. And I need new filters for those. So yeah, I'm really going to work on purified air because dust, right? And there's, I mean, that's what dust is made of. It's like old particles, it's dirt, it's pollution, it's mites, air mites, microscopic mites. It's everything. That's why it's important to have clean air like when you're sick and like try to filter out your air when you're sick because shit lives in the air. A lot of shit that we can't see, including bugs. I just hope it survives. Because I really like this plant, and this is like my
Well, of this type of alocasia, this might be my second of this type. I've had Zebrina, I've had Zebrinas before. I've had the darker alocasia that is shaped like this, that looks more of a zebra. I don't know if that's the type that it's called. I might be making shit up. But anyways, I've had other darker alocasias and they have failed due to root rot and lack of sun versus pests. So now that I'm keeping it alive and I've got the watering part of it kind of down, now I have to keep the leaves clean because of pests. All right, so that's it for now. Cleaned the pot with piping hot water with bleach and dish soap, and I'm drying it with a paper towel because I don't want any remnants to even think about getting back on my plant. All right, that's done. This is trash. Now I'm going to chop off these droopy. I know you saw me with my shears earlier today. I put those back and I don't feel like digging them back out. These are my plant scissors. I know you're not supposed to use scissors, but I keep them clean. They get the job done. All right, you're out of here first. Even though I hate, it could be the spider mites that like slowly took these out, because these leaves are still green. It's not like they rotted, and I don't know. It's just so unfortunate. That's why I left them for so long. So I was like, the leaves are still green. I wonder if they're just like thirsty or what. So annoying. That's 4 very substantial leaves. Now this one is a little yellow, so didn't mean to touch that leaf. It's hot. All right, so now what I want to do is, I'm kind of scared to take this out, but it's only soaking because I just doused this in the shower. Okay, yeah, I am seeing the root problem. That sucks. Yeah. Damn it. All right, better to just get this over with, do it now before it causes any more damage. What is that? Are these bowls? These are, I'm gonna try and keep those. They're small, but you never know. Shame on me. Again, it's only soaking, sopping wet right now because I just had it in the shower. But it's still, oh, did I just break something off? A whole fucking leaf. Damn, okay, it's all right. It's all right, we're gonna start over. Get all of the, this is a problem when you're trying to save a plant from root rot. You have to get all of the rotted roots out and
get rid of the soil. And because, I mean, I'm gonna put new soil, but you have to get rid of all this wet shit. Because it's all kind of like contaminated. And so, again, I kind of want to save the bulbs. I don't know. I've never grown anything from bulbs, so I don't know what I'd be doing with them, but I will figure it out. There's a lot of them in here. Yeah, the only thing that I see wrong with this soil is that way overwatered. And the type of soil that it is the kind of soil that would hold a lot of water, which surprises me. I mean, to be honest, it's the type of soil that I'm gonna put right back the fuck on here because that's what I have. I just know now that not to water it. Tired. I really didn't want to have to like do this today. I know it was the plan, but I started not feeling good. Now I'm tired, and I was just gonna save this for another day, but if I wait one more day, I won't have this plant, so get it done. The rest is just like root and bulb. So I'm gonna take it to the sink and rinse it. Oh, there's 2 leaves that I broke off. Take it to the sink and rinse it off as much as possible. Let's see up close what that looks like. My big guy. That's the roots that are left over. I'm gonna clean it and show you. Okay. And I got as much dirt out of there as possible without damaging anything else. Probably doesn't look any different, but I assure you, it's as clean as I can get it without messing something up. And I need to stop touching it before I continue messing something up. These like husk-like things are bothering me, but I'm sure they don't matter. So leave it alone, E. Leave it alone. They don't matter. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Okay. Just one more. Leave it alone. All right. Okay. Just stuff that doesn't need to be here anymore can be dismissed. You know? All right. Just clean it up. Something was trying to grow out of there and it probably couldn't because of this crap. All right, leave that alone. It's already loose. Yeah, I have a few things trying to grow here. So we are gonna clean him up. I'm gonna put him in there for a second and get these pups that I actually have exposed to the bad shit. Get it together, E. I need to rinse this out. Okay. All right. This is a Clorox wipe that I'm using to clean the scissors and the plant knife. Put that back over here. Garbage. I need to get my soil out. I have a little bit of soil left. Oh, look at that. A cup in here for soil getting. This is really, really dense soil. What's a better cup? This one? Yeah. Alright. Oops, I'm getting dirt in the back. Wow. See a big ding ding. Alright. I guess it's just gonna be dirty. I don't even know why I try. Alright. So, big guy down in there first, then the two little ones. I know the sun is going down. You probably can't see me. I'm really just trying to hurry up and get this done, to be honest. The bulbs need to be sticking out of the soil. Don't cover them, because that's just going to be a problem. They're going to rot. They're not supposed to be totally covered. So, don't do that. I need him to sit up straight. I need you to get some dirt on that side though. So, should I put those bulbs back in here? I should, huh? Because I don't know what to do with them. Let's do that. Put these back in there. There was a lot of them. These are probably like the duds. You know how when you like plant a bunch of seeds, not every seed germinates and like grows something? That's probably what these are, and I'm probably making a mistake by putting them back in, but under different circumstances it would have been fine. It was just my ass watering too much. I need to go by my plant app and just follow instructions. Alright, let's see, let's put one over here. And one down in there. And one down in there. Put some more soil. Again, like, I want there to be enough soil, but I don't want it to cover the tops of the bulbs. And I'm not gonna water it. Hopefully I'm not shocking it by beating the shit out of this thing. I just want it to have equal parts dirt. That's all. I'm just trying to undo what I did. Okay, Billy, I'm so sorry. Just don't die. guys all right? I think everybody's gonna be okay. Clean pot, clean dirt, clean roots. You'll be all right. Mwah. Love you. So sorry that you had that traumatizing experience. Nobody likes to be eaten alive by mites. Okay. While I have this shit out, does anybody else need dirt? I'm gonna cut that leaf off. I've been looking at it all day and it needs to be cut off. But my shears are in the thing. I don't feel like getting them. These are clean. You saw me wipe them off. Right? This leaf. Hope. Hope had a leaf that needed to go. It's just something about it gives me the heebie-jeebies. So I'm just gonna beat it. I cut so many leaves off today. I cut 3 leaves off of Falcon. And he looks better. Once everybody wakes up, that's probably gonna be in a few weeks. Everybody wakes up from cold in a few weeks. It's gonna be growth season and I want them to be ready. So I cut 3 leaves off of Falcon, which is my fiddle leaf fig, the Ficus lyrata, the actual Ficus lyrata. And I cut like 3 or 4 leaves off of Big Boy because they were looking funky, old, wrinkly, and soft. So I was like, I'm gonna cut that off. Why is that leaning? Big Boy needs a new pot stat. I don't know what's going on with him, but the lower leaves are doing something weird. And I know it has something to do with the roots. The roots are literally coming out. They're like, there's so many roots down there, and there have been for a while. You've seen them. He needs a bigger pot. I don't have a bigger pot. I do have a bigger pot, but I don't want to put him in that because that's not the pot that I want him in. I want him in a bigger, nicer pot. I could put him in that pot in there, but I fucking hate that pot. It's going in the garbage. What am I gonna do? Am I gonna put him in that big ass pot? That big ass nursery pot? And then where am I gonna put him? I'm probably gonna have to do that. I need it to be spring right now. I need the spring gardening, planting stuff to be out right now. Because what I want is a big ass terracotta pot to put him in, to be honest. I can't think about it right now. It's gonna stress me out because I don't have what I need. I don't have what I want right now, so. Clean up, shut up. One emergency at a time. I do need it to be springtime though. Mess. Is all of this going on the floor right now? Probably. Didn't do too bad. What's that noise? Okay. It's cooling off. It's slowly cooling off. I need to relax. Drink some water. And open the door.